God bless you. This is Corver Shea Hernandez, and welcome to Apostolic Minutes with God. I still consider myself to be a young man. Definitely, I'm not a teenager or youth, and those years are way gone. But I still remember that when I was growing up in school, there were a significant emphasis on ethics, morals, your civic duties. In fact, I remember taking a class specifically called Ethics, Morals, and Civics Duties. Those things are no longer a reality today. And if they are, it's a very minimum approach. It is almost like in education, we have moved away from being both theoretically and practical to just being theoretically. It's the difference between orthodoxy and orthopractice. And let me tell you where everything started, because it did not start 10 years ago or 20 years ago, but it started way before that. And I want to bring your attention to that. It's the whole notion of separation of church and state. And you might say, what does that have to do with education, morals, ethical values? It has a lot to do. Because if you remove the standard of morality, which is the person, that is God himself, then you will not have any rule, any canon, any standards where you can draw the line between what is good and what is evil. This is why today in our society, we are calling evil good and good evil, because there was an intentional attempt to remove the standards of morality. What God says, if you remove God from the picture, then anybody can say whatever they want to say and call it good, even though, logically speaking, has nothing good in it. But there is hope still. And that is you and I that still hold true to values, to our civic responsibility and duties, that believe in being ethical people. You and I still have an opportunity to shape our nations, to shape our society. But we have to speak, and people must listen. A few decades ago, a friend of mine, a doctor in the Dominican Republic, met with who was the president of that nation in that time, and he warned them about this time and day, that if we do not pay attention to those values, those morals, those ethical principles, we're going to build societies that will have no regard whatsoever for what is good, for what is right, for what is ethical. So let's speak up and let others hear, because we still have a chance to bring back ethical morality values into our society. God bless you. Thank you for being with me today. This is Apostolic Minutes with God.